Spider-Man No Way Home has had a lot of leaks lately, but what if I were to tell you that today more leaks came out and they were ones you haven't heard of? And this is all from a person who says that they've seen a screening of the film. I'm your host Tyler Moulton and you're watching Spoilers MV. These leaks do come from 4chan, so we do need to take them with a grain of salt, but it has made its way over to the reliable mods at Marvel Studios Spoilers on Reddit. And again, this anonymous person has said that they just saw a test screening of the film and tons of questions in this 4chan thread were asked. He was getting bombarded with them, and the answers to the questions were oddly specific and sometimes even very detailed. So let's check them out. And the person also even stated that they saw 2 post-credit scenes after the film and explained them in total detail, which we'll get to at the end of the video. First, the leak states that Kristen Dunst is seen briefly in the film, and this is when Tobey Maguire is on his way back to his universe, so something more of a scene towards the end of the film. And Mary Jane doesn't have any dialogue in this scene, but what we do see is a little girl with her. Tobey Maguire bends down to give her a hug, and this is in fact their daughter, which is really crazy. And Andrew Garfield's return to his universe isn't as crazy, but he's just returning to his college. Then the person also goes into some great depth with these villains here. Green Goblin is the main antagonist, of course, and is manipulating the rest of the villains to be on his side. Doc Ock does destroy the Iron Spider suit, as rumors have suggested, and actually uses the nanotech from the suit after he destroys it and implements it in his tentacles. And there is one villain towards the end of the film that does change his ways, and this is Sandman, who sacrifices himself to Electro, and as a result it saves Tom Holland. And what sends Holland's Spidey into a fiery rage in this film is the death of Aunt May, who gets killed by Green Goblin. And Ned also does die in this film as well, which is nuts. And we're even told here what Spider-Man beats what villain. This is how it goes. Tobey defeats Doc Ock, Andrew defeats Electro, and Tom defeats Goblin and Lizard. Now taking a look at the 2 post-credit scenes. The first one is of Venom and the second one is of Daredevil. Venom and Eddie will meet Tom at the Daily Bugle in the first one, and Matt Murdock will open a chest to where we see a similar suit that he wore in the Daredevil Netflix series, but then it cuts out, ends right there, and we do not see him put it on just yet, which is obviously inferring that he is going to become Daredevil eventually. Now this is really crazy stuff. This is a person who claims that they've seen a rough screening of this film. Obviously it's not a finished screening for sure. There's just no way that someone has seen something like that yet. The VFX artists are still working on a lot of this film as we speak, but as always we need to take this with a grain of salt. Like I said earlier, let me know in the comments section below what you think about these leaks. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. I want to thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.